What's up, everybody? It's your boy DJ Kate at the party. I'm your host with the most. I'm also nasty on those ones and two because you already know I make it do what it do. We're gonna wait until we get some more people in here. We got some. We have an update for police to police. What's up for public safety? How you doing? He is first. He is the first one here. um. What's up, John? Decola, how you doing? I'm doing well. I appreciate it, public safety. I'm doing good, man. We're just gonna wait until Canada is watching is in the building. What's up? Canada is watching. Uh, we got an update for you guys. We are going. I'm gonna have. I have the exclusive, like I told y'all before I would. Uh, of PTP, which that stands for policing the police, my brother from another. You know, he is going to give us the update on his trial situation and what they all agreed to come to the terms of. If you guys don't remember the video, I will gladly help remind you guys. And give me just a few minutes, and I will play the video. It's about 4 minutes and 32 seconds. PTP was wrongfully, unlawfully arrested for not even committing a crime, just simply just filming an interaction. So, and this is in Colorado Springs department. So, without further ado, I'm going to help remind you guys this in case y'all don't know the story. So here you go.
I don't know. They went up that hill, the canine.
Wish they fucking wait. Are they part of our apartment complex?
Who?
These people that they're after.
I don't know.
You taking pictures.
I know they cleared the vehicle. After they cleared the vehicle,
How did they get up?
the canine went up and or started sniffing towards that grass where they walk the dogs, and most of the officers took off over there. Yeah. Hey, officer, I got a question. Oh, I'm going home.
Get away from me. Get away from me.
Okay.
Get over there. Get out of my. Get
I'm backing up. Can I get your name and badge number, sir?
Away from me.
Can I get your name and badge number? You made contact with me inside. I know it's policy.
Get away.
I was just trying to go home. I'm just literally trying to walk down and go home. That's it. Yeah, I'm literally trying to walk down that way and go home. That's it. I'm literally just trying to go home.
Give me a for me, man.
Okay, I got you.
All right, go ahead and put your hand behind your back for me.
Oh, I was just trying to go home, sir.
I know. I told you you were under arrest. You're going to be under arrest for obstruction. I wasn't kidding.
No, I was on the private property.
I believe you. You're interfering with an investigation. Which
How?
I told you that. You refused to go inside.
No, I did.
Handing around officers with a gun on your hip.
I watched.
I was just
You're
trying
under
to.
arrest.
Yeah, and when you said back off, I backed
No,
off.
you stood out there.
No, sir, I did not.
Your phone going?
Okay, yes. Can I turn it off?
Well, it looks like there's an Apple logo on it.
Yes.
Whether it's turning off or not.
Yes.
No, let's just keep it going, man. You want to record it? Let's record. Got no problem with that. You know your constitutional rights, remember? It's going to end you up with a charge. Yeah, cool. Well, you just got arrested for your First Amendment audit, if that's what you want to call it.
No,
It's called obstruction and interference.
Hey, sir, can I talk to you?
You can in a second. Come over here with me. Your brother, the lawyer, can help you out with this.
I didn't say my brother, I said my friend.
Okay.
Can I call him?
Not right now.
I have a wallet in my right pocket.
Well, that's the video, guys. The gentleman that I have here with me today, and also my other brother, Road Dogs Media in the building. We have the police. Welcome to the show, sir. Thank you for being here today. And we appreciate you being on the show, man. I heard you have an update to give us, and go ahead with your update, brother.
So, foremost, I want to thank you for having me back onto your wonderful show, and I really appreciate the great work you do in your neck of the woods. So let's start off there. Let's give DJ K Dot a round of applause in chat for everything that he does. So you guys see that was my video. I was wrongfully arrested. They said I interfered with their investigation. So they dropped that original charge of interference and got me with failure to disperse because I did not leave when they told me to. They made a big scene over the gun. Well, for the people who don't know, Colorado is a open carry state. You do not need a license to open carry. So not only was I exercising my First Amendment right, I was also exercising my Second Amendment right, the right to bear arms to open carry in the state of Colorado. So these thugs, there was 11 officers, so these 11 thugs have guns on them, so what's the difference between them and I having a gun? Not a fucking single one. So we end up, fighting it. The prosecutor wasn't budging, neither were we. I had court on Wednesday, and the prosecutor said, how about this? We don't take it to trial. You don't have no criminal background. You're a veteran. You haven't been in trouble since this video. So let's just come to an agreement of you stay out of trouble for 3 months and the case is dismissed. So it's like a probation period. And I looked at my lawyer. Me and my lawyer talked about it. I called my civil rights attorney. He said, are you pleading guilty to anything? I said, no, I'm not. He said, take it. So after 3 months, it's off my record. So it's a victory for us. It's a big victory off of my shoulders. So as long as I don't get in trouble for 3 months, I'm good. So basically I'm going to be a target now, but it is what it is. I'll let the cops try. Let them keep building the lawsuits on themselves, and I don't give a shit. So,
all right, y'all. Well, we want to be very, very clear that he did not take a plea. Okay.
Nope.
I want to be very clear. They wanted to end the trial. They did not want to go to trial because they weren't prepared. I'll just be very clear. But they offered him 3 months probation. But not being convicted of any type of crime or anything like that. So he's still able to actually sue them because there was no plea deal. They just said stay out of jail or out of trouble for 3 months, and then we'll go ahead and dismiss the case. And quick question, PTP, was
Go ahead.
that in writing?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
cool. And your attorney had that letter and everything?
Yep.
Okay, good. Because we definitely don't want to take their word for it for sure, because they can always switch on you.
And that's something I told him. I was like, listen, because at first he was like, listen, you plead guilty. And I was like, I'm not pleading guilty to anything. And then he said, okay, what about this? And I said, well, I don't like this. And they said, okay, what about this? And that's when me and my lawyer were like, okay, we could agree to this.
Okay.
So the actual trial, if we would have took it to actual trial, it would have been longer than 3 months. So that's something I had in my mind. I was like, you know what? I really don't even want to do this, but it would take longer for trial than the 3-month probation period, and I don't have to call no one, nothing like that. No UAs, it's just basically stay under the radar, don't get in trouble and stuff.
So you don't have to check in with the probation officer or
No.
anything like that. Are you registered to a probation officer?
Nope.
And you won't be?
Nope. As long
Okay.
as I don't get in trouble.
As long as you don't get in trouble. Okay. That makes that. I mean, that,
So basically the probation is the prosecutor's going to keep rechecking my sheet to make sure that there's no new pending charges, that I wasn't charged for anything, that I didn't get a DUI or anything like that. So the prosecutor's basically the probation officer. So he's going to keep checking my criminal and make sure there's nothing new on there, and if there is, then
yeah, they'll handle it at that particular time.
Yep.
Okay. Now your gun was your firearm was administered into evidence when at the time of your arrest. Have they returned that firearm to you, or are they
Nope.
planning to?
And that's something I didn't know in the state of Colorado. I found something new out.
Okay.
So let's say I did take this to trial, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's up to the judge to say, yes, we can return this firearm back, or no, we cannot. So even if I'm found guilty in trial, they could say, no, you're not getting your gun back still.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, with this agreement that they said after the 3-month probation period that I would get my firearm back to my possession. So
Okay. Well, wow. Are they planning on giving it back?
June is when I get my.
Okay. And they'll have everything that was with it as far as your ammunition and all that type of stuff.
So that's the thing, we were arguing, and the prosecutor couldn't promise was in the state of Colorado, it's a 15-round magazine. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you're only allowed to have 15. You cannot have 15 rounds in the mag plus 1 in the chamber. Okay.
Okay.
So you cannot have 16, 17, etc. Only 15 in total.
Okay.
My gun, when I got arrested, was 17 rounds. I had 17. But I was grandfathered in when I bought the gun. That's what it came with from the manufacturer. So therefore, I was grandfathered in. Plus, I bought the gun before the bill was changed.
Okay.
And that's something I told my lawyer to tell the prosecutor. The prosecutor said, hey, I can't promise that you'll get the magazine back, but you will get the gun back.
Okay.
So if I do not receive the magazine, I will put that also in the lawsuit that I will be filing.
Okay. Cool. I'm just glad that you're okay. And and again, guys, he did not plead guilty.
Nope.
He'd still if it was some type of plea, he wouldn't have did it. It's just 3 months of probation. He doesn't have to check in. He doesn't have to do a UA. He just has to stay out of trouble for 3 months as far as that. But, I believe we had a conversation and, just be careful.
Yeah. Stay low, basically. But, me as a human being outside the whole YouTube, thing,
right.
I'm not going to.
We're going to shout out a few viewers in the building. Mark Wilson, Canada is watching. SARS 395, John DeCola, for public safety. Heather Holt, how you doing, love? Who else here? Cajun Randy 214, Heather Holt, Judd, little brother. Thank you guys for being here. Oh, GoFies, how you doing? Thank you for being here. Now you do have a question. Is this equivalent to the no contest plea?
Yeah, I guess you could say it. But there was no guilty, so there was no. So I didn't write anything in writing. So there was no contest, no plea, and no what was it? No deferred sentence. So those three things were taken off. So basically, it's just saying, hey, we trust you because of your background. We trust you. You haven't been in trouble since then. We're gonna take faith into the justice system hands that you're not going to get in trouble. So there was no contest, no plea, and no deferred sentence. They offered it. We told them no. We shut that down.
Okay. Straight Dog the Exposer, how you doing? American Rights, how are you? Welcome. Paulie Glocks, what's up? We have another question for you. And if you guys have questions, please put it in the comment. Don't hesitate to ask any questions. Is it continued without finding?
Can you get a little bit more into detail of what that is?
John, can you be a little bit more specific as far as that question? Was it a delayed prosecution?
It was.
Okay.
You know, the way I'm perceiving a delayed prosecution is this whole case took what month is it now? April, May, June. So almost a year. It took 11 months, 10 months. So
very, very crazy. And I
never once weighed my right to a speedy trial. Never once did that.
Okay. But there's nothing wrong with having a speedy trial either, because then they would have no choice but to hurry up and get their shit together as far as prosecute. Also, he had fuck bad cops. Is that merch?
It is.
Also, if you guys are here, please go subscribe. To Police 719.
Since we're on here real quick, guys. Since we're on here, I want to give my brothers in uniform a shout out. Not all wounds are visible. 22 veterans kill themselves every single day, and it stands for I got your back. I got your six.
Okay. He brings up a point. So John DeCola, you're not pleading guilty, but if you're arrested, they can reinstate the charges.
Yes. Basically, yes.
So it'll be back to square one, pretty much, right?
Back to square one. Then we would have to fight it in trial, and then they could revoke everything that I said I would not do, and then they could give me the full sentence, which is 200 days in jail.
200 and what days in jail?
I think it's like 289, so almost a full year in jail.
Okay.
And then a $3,000 fine, I think is what it was.
And I
didn't know that, so I learned something. Okay, so you got municipal and you got county, right? And you got state and all that shit.
Yep.
So the ones in county, the judges in county are full-time judges, okay? But the ones in municipal court are part-time judges.
Mm-hmm.
I never knew that.
Even what about I think the residing judge might be actually full-time now.
No, even the chief judge in the municipal is part-time.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
I don't know how it is in Denver or Aurora, but the way
I think
from my attorney,
I think the presiding judge in Aurora is full-time now.
Okay. And
Um,
also the judges also 9 out of 10 that are municipal judges study all different laws, so like criminal, civil, and things like that.
So my question to you is, are you going to work on getting that charge off your record
uh
once the 3 months is over?
yeah, so that was in writing, is if I do not, if everything goes the right way, that I don't fuck up, don't get a DUI, 8 points off my license, and don't go to jail, if none of those 4 things happen, so
Okay.
basically no felonies, so no like sexual charges, no DUIs, no 8 points off the license, which would be criminal speeding in Colorado, which would be doing 40 over the speed limit. So if it's 40 and I'm doing 90, it's a felony in Colorado. As long as I don't do any of those, the case will be dismissed. It will be dropped. So all charges will be dropped and dismissed, and then I can seal my record like it never happened.
Okay.
And that's why I took it. And that's why I took it.
And that's why you took that
Yep.
particular charge. Okay. I mean, that's just is what it is there. Road Dog, you have any questions?
How does the mic sound? I got it plugged in, guys. Are we good?
Oh, you sound good, man. You sound really good.
Thank you. If you guys ever want a mic.
Road Dog, you have any questions?
No, actually, you pretty much answered everything I had.
Okay. DJ, you got any questions? Well, I can't hear you.
Can y'all hear me now?
Yep.
Sorry about that. So we can you file expungement instead of seeing instead of sealing the record?
So the difference between the two, expunging is for minors, okay? If you get in trouble and you're found innocent, so even like you, DJ, you won your case in trial.
Yeah.
Because of our amazing civil rights attorney, the name of Milo Schwab.
Yes, he's the GOAT.
So even that you won, if you don't get your case sealed, it's still on your record. It shows up when a cop runs your name, even though you won. So expunging is for minors, sealing is for adults.
Okay. I never heard that before.
Yep. And
okay.
That was brought up.
And what is the difference between sealing and expunging? Expunging is being completely expunged off your record. Sealing is just that the only people that can see it is
no. They run the same way.
They run the same way?
Yeah, so everything's digital nowadays, right?
Okay. All right. Go ahead.
So everything's digital nowadays. So if you get your case sealed, it is deleted and there's no history of it. It's done.
Okay.
So answer baby mama and say, I'm on live stream, woman.
This is my son. Hold on.
Give me 1 second, guys.
Now, PJP, are you planning on going out cop watching during this 3 months?
Yes, I already have. I've already been out and about. And that's not going to stop me for what I'm doing, okay? And I'll say that right now. And you guys have my word. This is not going to stop me from holding my police accountable, my racist cops, my cops in my county, in my city, in my state are going to be held accountable no matter what the fuck happens, okay? And the reason why I say that is there's a problem in America of police brutality. There's a problem in our police force, and we need to fix the problem. And more people need to start recording our damn police, and that's not going to stop me.
I would agree with you on that.
You know what's going to stop me? When I'm in my fucking grave. But until then, ain't no motherfucker in this goddamn world going to stop me. Not
Mexican
no judge,
long hair is in the
not
building.
no fucking cop, and not no prosecutor. Nobody, not even my damn mama. Not even my damn mama.
Right.
Ain't nobody gonna stop me. Death will.
Mm.
Until death do me apart. I'm married to this shit, bro.
Caveman is in the building. Also, Mexican Long Hair said, hello, all driving. I see a big fire east of Denver. Oh, so everybody that's driving in Denver, please be careful when going home or whatever. So, but yeah, this is
There's a brush fire in the Springs actually right now.
huh?
There's a wildfire in Colorado Springs right now.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
I don't know how big. Yeah, I've seen it on the
You
news.
know how big it is. So I mean, moving forward. So so you're still going to be recording police that for that for this 3 months now.
Yes, but here I'm gonna step out my car real quick. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
All right, I'm back. So yes, I'm still gonna record the police.
Okay.
And people on my live streams or my videos are gonna be like, oh, like what happened to MLH, right?
Mm-hmm.
We were in Denver and the cops said, oh, don't pass the crime scene tape, give me your name, things like that. Even though if it's unlawful orders, I'm going to back down. I might try it for a minute and see where it goes, but I'm not going to push my limits too much because I don't want to violate the agreement that I have with the prosecutor. So I'm still going to record. I'm going to know my boundaries. I'm not going to test the waters more than I need to.
And I want to be very clear. I want to read this response recording. More people need to make sure cops are sent to prison. Also, make sure prosecutors are held accountable, like turning them over the state bar. I would agree. Also, I want y'all to understand something real quick. Sometimes we'll push that narrative as far as going all the way, and sometimes we won't. But the goal is to get them on record stating that they're going to be violating our rights. So just because somebody doesn't go all the way through with an arrest doesn't make them any less than or anything like that. You have to understand. What they say? You can't beat the ride, but you can. What is it? You can't beat the ride, but you can. I don't know. Beat the something. I forgot. My brain is mush right now. But
there's a topic I want to bring up a little bit later.
Okay.
With everybody, but sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Go ahead, PTB. Go ahead.
I didn't want to forget. No, it's a later topic, so we're good. We can keep talking.
Yeah, so I just I want to be very clear that when you have to really pay attention to the videos, you have to pay attention to verbiage. We're still getting the job done as far as holding them accountable. We just get them on record. There's different ways of going about it. We can go all the way as far as going to prison, going to jail, or we could be like, okay, so I want to make this very clear. So you're going to be or you're threatening me with arrest, and I'm doing this under duress. So you have to pay attention to that particular verbiage. So thank you, Noah. I appreciated my day one right here. You can beat the rap, but you can't beat the ride. There you go. That's
it. That's it.
That's it. Thank you, Noah. I appreciate that. Woo. But I want to be very, very clear on that. Just because we do that, it's always there's always a method to our madness. You got to understand that. Just because you don't go all the way. The same thing when I did in the federal building. We got it on record that they clearly violated our First Amendment rights, not allowing us to record in a federal building. You just have to be mindful of that. You have to. So if anybody doesn't go all the way through, but they get them on record stating that they're, pretty much going to violate their rights, they're still getting the same agenda and goal done. You know what I'm saying?
And you can still file
yeah.
a lawsuit with that, but it won't be a
Sure can.
payout like if you were wrongfully arrested.
Correct.
You
It won't
know.
be as much of a as a payout. You're right.
It's like Colorado Revised Statute 13-21-128. You know,
Mhm.
a cop shining their flashlight in your camera is violating your Colorado law, and that's automatically a $15,000 lawsuit. And I'm not going to be filing lawsuits on petty charges like that, but if they keep doing what they're doing, best believe I will. I'm going to file petty ass lawsuits because
Right.
they do it to innocent people on a daily basis. They extort money from the regular citizen in the community that really don't have money and think it's fun. Oh, I'm pulling
Right.
you over because your tail lights out. I'm going to give you $100 ticket.
Right. And I just got guilty out of what did he say? He said I just got a guilty out of a tyrant. He can't be any position. He can't be in any position of power forever. He tried to take my phone, and you guys got to be careful with that too. As far as the phone situation, make sure that you look at your phone as soon as you get your phone out of property, because in a lot of the times they'll try to plant a bug in there.
I will say this. iPhones are really difficult to get in once they have a code and lock, and the FBI even has trouble with it. And that's been brought up in court cases. So I recommend getting an iPhone. I know a lot of people hate them, but iPhones are really hard to break with their firewalls and things like that. So.
Yeah, I feel you. I feel you on that, and that's just and not only that, I could tell the prosecutor was desperate, incredibly desperate. He's just like, man, I gotta have something on my record that I'm, and it's crazy. It's not even, and I don't even call it, the department or the justice system anymore. It's really the legal system. They don't care about justice. They care about how many wins they can get. So they can put it on their record as far as it being a whole political thing. So they can be reelected, or that district attorney can be reelected. I want to make that very clear. It is not about justice. It is about
wins,
win and losing.
Yep.
So, Stray Dog said, I'm going for 10th Circuit case law right now. Just waiting on the judge's ruling. I'm using Colorado Revised Statute 16-3-311, which is my favorite one, and my own new case in Bustillos versus City of Arteza as arguments. Okay, I'm definitely gonna have to look at that case law for sure.
Since that was actually brought up, I talked to Milo, and right now there's a law that is being heard in the 10th Circuit for what we do right now. A lot of people don't know that, but there is a law being heard in the 10th Circuit.
And what is this? Are we talking about preventing videotaping?
I don't remember exactly what it was. Me and Milo were talking about it for briefly the day of my court case on the phone. So I had Milo talking to my lawyer, and then my lawyer talking to Milo when I was there. So it was me, my attorney, my criminal, and then Milo's on the phone.
Is it a case law?
Yeah.
I know what you're talking. I think I know what you're talking about. I think you're talking about the case that's currently going on right now, I believe, in the 10th Circuit Court. And it has to do with Denver police. I forgot what his damn name was. But yeah, they're trying to grant they're trying to basically their defense is qualified immunity because it didn't happen when the new law was written. So that's what they're trying to push for right now. So we hope that this case is won. Because it really depends. I mean, my case depends on it. Because I did and I want to be clear, my stuff is public record. I actually showed it to PTP yesterday. As far as my case is ready to go. It's just a judge they're trying to dismiss the case as far as the state. They're trying to dismiss, or actually the officer's trying to have his attorney dismiss the case, trying to grant qualified immunity. And granted, when it happened in November, so it happened a few months before they passed the law.
When was that law passed? Because that was with Bill 217, right?
That was so yeah. So they passed that law in I believe July 15th of 2020. I want to say.
So I'm in the timeline of qualified immunity.
Correct. I believe you are. Yeah, straight dog. This is what this is what we're talking about. Frazier versus Evans. That's the case law we're talking, right? Yep. Correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So so hopefully, also another state got granted qualified immunity an abolishment of qualified immunity, and it was
New Mexico.
Was it you told me?
Colorado don't have it. There's a couple of states getting rid of it as we speak.
You told me, right? PTB, what wasn't it you told me?
New Mexico did about the same time Colorado did. Right. And I want to say it was Hawaii. Hawaii was looking at it too.
Okay. Let's see. Louisiana State Police failing a special grand jury for troopers involved with Ronald Green's. Yes, I've seen that. It was absolutely despicable. Ronald Green's death. Second in command investigated, wiped the phone. Trooper arrested for hit and run. And also the officer or the trooper who was engaged in Ronald Green's disturbing police misconduct also was killed.
Hey DJ,
they said he committed. I think they said he committed suicide, but I
want to send you.
I believe he was killed allegedly.
I want to send you a video, and I don't want you to play it on YouTube because it's uncensored. I mean, you could because it's actually on YouTube.
Yeah,
it's an uncensored video of a cop shooting an unarmed American in a hallway of a hotel. Looks like.
Yeah, that was Arizona, or that was right.
No, this was This was about 4 years ago.
I do remember what you're talking about.
I'll give you the brief of it. The guy, the cops had their AR-15s out, so not their pistols. They had their actual, rifles out. The guy was cooperating. He was crying. I believe he was either white or Hispanic. I don't think he was black, but that doesn't matter. He's a human being at the end of the day. Okay. He had his hands up. He's like, please don't shoot me. Please, he's crying. They tell him to lay on his stomach. If you're going to fall on your fucking face. Don't put your arms down. Mm-hmm. He's cooperating. He turns like this, and they shoot him like 10 different times with their rifles.
Yep. He was trying to, I don't know. They had him on the ground or whatever, and they shot. It was egregious. And the cop was never, well, he was prosecuted, but he beat the trial.
Yeah.
They found him no wrongdoings, nothing.
Yep.
I don't think, is he still working there though?
He's at a new police station now.
Wow, that's fucking crazy. Yeah, so I'm just glad that PTP was able to really knock this one out of the ballpark right here, man. We're rooting for you. We will definitely have an update. Hey, Black Gold, how you doing? We will definitely have an update once the lawsuit is proceedings and all those type of stuff. I told you guys I do updates. We do updates over here on this channel. Because the last time I did an interview, I interviewed you was that was 2020. So it's 2022. Woo.
2021.
Was it 2021? You're right. Yeah, because it was after. Yeah, it was after. Yep, it was after January.
So
So about a year almost. Pretty
Yeah,
much.
it was about a
About
year.
a
It's
year.
been
About a year.
months.
About a year. So you know, we gonna keep you guys updated on certain things, and this story is incredibly important because this will also heighten our narrative to try to change policy, to create transparency. Now, I'm not sure what's going on in Oklahoma. That is also part of the 10th Circuit. It's not saying that you can't record police, but you can record them, but you cannot post them on. You can't post the recording on any website or anything like that. So that's what they were trying to propose or whatever. I don't know. I think I did hear somebody was suing. I think the ACL was trying to sue or something to that effect. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. I don't know what's currently going on with Oklahoma on that particular situation. So I think Joe Cool went down there. So
All right. So I want a topic for everybody. How many people we got watching? I can't see none.
We got about 13. 13
All right, 13
people.
All right, I got a good question for you guys, and this is something I want to petition. I want to fight the living fuck out of this. Okay. So I did an interview with a black man, and how I ran into this guy was I was recording the police, Sand Creek Division in Colorado Springs, which I advocate is the most corrupt, racist police force in Colorado Springs. That division alone, we have 4 different divisions. So you got Gold Hill, you got Sand Creek Division, you have Stetson Hill Division, and you have the Falcon Division. And it's like districts in Denver. You got District 1 through 6, so it's our districts basically. So Sand Creek is notorious. Sand Creek Division in Colorado Springs is notorious for killing people.
Yep.
They're notorious for racism, profiling, pulling young black people over for no reason. They're notorious for violating people's rights. As myself, they violated my rights, and we already know this. We see in the video. So I was recording Sand Creek Division off of Murray and Platte in Colorado Springs. It was 4 police vehicles on one, vehicle that was pulled over. I had a black man walk up and he was like, "Hey man, what you doing?" I was on the live stream, and I told him, he was like, "Man, I respect you, all this." And he told me, a little bit of a story what happened to him, and it happened to him by Sand Creek Division. And so I ended the live stream and I got a video with this guy, and I'll be posting it, here soon. But he is a veteran, okay, and he got pulled over by Sand Creek Division. And when the cop asked for his license, he had a gun in the car, and he told the cop and all that, and the cop was cool with it. When he reached in the glove box where he told the cop where his registration and the insurance was, the cop pulled his gun out and put the gun to the guy's head. Put it to his head. And then all this, is in the interview. The thing that made I had to stop the interview because I couldn't take it no more, was when he said, "I fear for my life in America because I'm black. I fear for my life more in America, and I feel like I'm more likely to die by cops than my 3 deployments overseas." That tells you we have a problem in America by our police. And that broke my heart.
And it's the truth. I mean, statistics and data tell you that I think 6 is the 6th, right behind a heart attack for black men, is the leading cause of death to black men are police. They come at number 6. Not only that, they also stated that it is more likely a police officer will kill you before a terrorist. So, and that goes for everybody. So it's just it's nothing to play with. There's the skin that I have right now is automatically a target. And that's just what it is. We've had to. That's why we have those talks with our children on how to deal with police. My dad had talks with me just to make it home, and he only knew what he was taught. And so, but what I do, I go a step further, and basically tell my son his rights. He knows his amendments. He knows. I say stay on him about that, because just in case he has an encounter with police, and that he needs to record the police immediately. And he has a phone, and I said record it right away. Do not talk to them. You're a minor. You don't have to talk to them. If they have an issue with that, they can. They are to get a hold of me or your mother immediately. So, and yeah,
I was pulled over by Lakewood PD with Mexican long hair in my vehicle. Okay, and I put my hands out the window, because I fear cops. I do. You don't know what's going in their mind. They got a gun. You're unarmed. You're like, okay, what the fuck? There's two of them. One of me, and your weapon is your camera. Okay, and that's your weapon. So I'm recording it, and I have my hands out the window, and the cop said, "Well, that's unusual. Why do you have your hands out the window?" So for my safety officer, he said, "Well, that's very unusual and strange." But
Right.
when you do what cops want, they don't like it because it's unusual, strange, and it's suspicious to them, and they think you're some drug dealer, or some weirdo on crack or whatever, and they target you because you have your hands out the window. Like, what the fuck? I'm trying to make your job easier to make you feel safe.
Well, here's the thing. You better than me. You've seen a couple of my videos. I do not roll the window down. Reason why I don't is because they can go inside of your car door and open it from there. It is not illegal to have your window rolled up, and not only that, you do not have to physically give them your ID. You can present it to them, meaning merely show it. That's why they have notepads and a pen and all that shit. They have to write that shit down. So I want to be very, very clear on that particular part as well. So, but I understand why you did what you did too. Just the notion that I'm not a threat. And I have no ill will, no ill intent. So, but we're gonna have to end the show because I have to get my son. Road Dogg,
Can we
do you
do a
have any
topic real quick?
questions?
Do we got time
Huh?
to do a little topic?
You said what now?
Do we got time to do a little topic real quick?
I don't, because I gotta go get my son. I thought he had. What? Go ahead.
So I want to start a petition in the state of Colorado where I think it's unconstitutional. Okay, number one, I think it's unconstitutional, unfair to the community. If something were to happen, we do police complaint forms and we turn them in, and then IA, which is another officer in the same police force, investigates. I think we should get away with that. I think it should be a public or private entity, a private investigator that does the investigations of the complaints from the community members that are addressed about the police. I don't think the police force should be investigating themselves.
I agree. Yeah, I agree. 100%.
I totally agree.
100%, I agree with that.
And I think that should
I-
be law. I think that should be passed in law in Colorado.
And not only that, me and Milo is going to be working on. It's going to be a tough cookie now, but since they got rid of the chief, but at least in Aurora, we're going to try to stop. We're going to try to administer, come up with some proposals and some petitions as far as petty traffic stops. I think that's important, and we need to get rid of those because those are getting people killed unlawfully, unjustly, trying to be or cop trying to dig or trying to find some shit. So
like the traffic stop that happened in Minnesota where the Devontae Wright got killed because he had an instant hanging from his rearview mirror. Like, what
Exactly.
fucking sense does that make?
Exactly, and we can't have that shit. Or a crack windshield. People who have crack windshield or whatever. Look, the maintenance on people's cars has nothing to do
With anybody's safety.
right. Especially if it's nothing super damaging. right in front of them. So I'm just like, stop with the bullshit. So it's stupid. It's dumb, and we need to get rid of it. Philadelphia has administered these particular policies, and also Minneapolis, Minnesota has admitted these policies. But I got to get ready to go, so I'm gonna end it with a final thought. PTP, go ahead.
I think I think more people are waking up to what's going on in America by our police force, and I'm happy for that. And I'm a big advocate for helping my community, standing by my community, and more people need to start recording all police interactions, not just yourself, but as a concerned person in the community, record everybody's traffic stops or police force. And let's stop police brutality. Something's got to change, and I honestly do believe in my heart something will change in our lifetime, because we have no other choice. We have to change what's going on in America, because we have our own war in America that we have to fight back, and that's against our tyrannical government, and that's against these tyrant cops.
And that's my brother speaking right there. Black Gold, appreciate you. Love you right back. Road Dogs Media, what's your final thought?
Well, first off, I want to congratulate PTP. I
you.
was going to come up here and give him a hard time, but it is time for celebration, not give him a hard time.
Everybody, I want to see hand claps in the comment section real quick. Let's give
definitely congratulations, PTP. I'm glad to hear you did fight it all the way to the end, and you did not take a plea deal,
right?
In any way, shape, or form. That's awesome. But I do want to throw up Sunday. We will be doing an interview with for public safety. We will be premiering a video as well. It'll be at 4:00 Mountain Time, 5:00 Central Time, and 6:00 Eastern Time.
Well, it's 4:28 now, so
that will be done on Sunday.
Sunday, my bad, Sunday.
Yeah, it'll be this Sunday. Now, just so you guys know, it will be airing on KDOT's channel as well.
Yes.
But he will not be able to make it, but I will be there, and I'm going to try to bring in a few people to kind of help out with the logistics and everything of it.
PTV, I think it would be a great candidate for that, because yes, unfortunately I had a death in the family, so I won't be able to make that particular interview. And it's like right when the funeral starts. So I did have a family member pass away. Just keep me in prayer on that, and I wish him, he's with God now, and I got to be there for my family on Sunday, so I will be. I appreciate it. Thank you, PTP, definitely. My brother. I would also like to, my final thought, I would like to congratulate Police to Police as well, because I know we've had long talks. We had, he's been through a lot this year, a hell of a lot this year. Not just illegal shit, but some other stuff too. And I vouch for this man 110%. Just like how I vouch for Road Dog and the thing is, and MLH as well. And the thing is, I'm super proud of you, man. You came a long way. And please go subscribe to his channel right now. He has great content, and he's gonna have more content. And this man is not scared of the police. Trust me, he is not. I think I rubbed off on him a little too much. So just a little bit. That's a smidget. And I got his back always. So with that being said, I have to go grab my son because I don't want the police called on me. So from school. And I love each and every one of you guys, especially everybody on the panel. PTP and Road Dog, I love both of y'all with all my heart, man. I appreciate y'all 100%, 110%, and
we kind of like you a little,
just a little bit,
It's about the size, of like this big.
Just a little bit,
yeah.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
I do want to say something. Much love to every single one of you. God bless. And remember, keep the cameras rolling. I'm PTP719. Y'all take care. I'm out.
Yes, sir.
Peace.
And also, y'all tune in the Road and Toll Show tonight at 8:30, right, Road?
That is correct.
All right.
8:30 Central.
Yep. And don't y'all goddamn miss it, because I said so. So, all right, y'all. Again, PTP, thank you for being here. Thank you for giving me this privilege to interview you, brother. Love you.
Love you too, man.
And like I said, if you support the channel, please $ DJK.123 at Cash App, or you can you also my PayPal's on there as well. So at the end of the day, this is it. It's your boy DJ K. and I'm out. I gotta go pick up my child. 1.